The NBA is a league of big stars, extremely media-savvy players who move millions and millions of dollars each year, known anywhere in the world. Who doesn't know LeBron? Who doesn't know Curry, please? Who doesn't know the damn Michael Jordan? These are players everyone knows, but tell me who really knows Austin Reaves? Since he entered the best league in the world, Reaves has impressed fans and experts with a fresh yet complete game, but at the same time, he has broken with a paradigm established for many years in the NBA. So welcome to Alan Smith. Today we talk about Austin Reaves, a beloved and at the same time different player. Let's go! On this channel, we've seen players born from all parts of the world, from Poland, Japan, the Virgin Islands, Argentina, Brazil, from everywhere. But until today, we had never talked about a player from Newark. It's ironic that one of the most original and creative basketball players today is from such a quintessentially American place. Talking about Newark is talking about the deep America from American movies, a small town of 1,080 inhabitants located in Arkansas. And to give you an idea of what kind of town it is, according to the state of Arkansas, 60% of Newark's money comes from the sale and processing of beef. In short, Reaves is from a town with little basketball and many cows. With this in mind, it's not hard to guess where Reaves would start his career, the only high school in town, Cedar Rich High School, where he would win 2 state championships in 4 years. Austin had left his mark, but being from Arkansas had made him fly under the radar of major universities. So he signed with the only one interested in him, Wichita State. Reaves arrived in his first year as a complete underdog. No one expected anything from him, but slowly he fought for a spot in the starting 5 and earned it. He didn't do anything spectacular. 8 points and 3 rebounds per game are nothing extraordinary. The important thing wasn't that he had a good year. The important thing was that Reaves was no longer a nobody, he had become a man, and some universities were starting to show interest. That's how, in 2020, Reaves signed with Oklahoma State, moving from Wichita, which had a star in the rankings, to a 4-star university. There, he had a crazy season, averaging 15 points per game, was named in the top 12 best recruits of the year, and finally gained confidence, declaring himself eligible for the 2021 draft. As expected, Reaves wasn't selected high in the draft. He came out with the number 42, handed over to the Detroit Pistons, a team not very excited about his presence. In fact, they let him go to the Lakers for free, with a quirky contract that sent him to the G League with the promise of playing in the NBA in the near future. Quickly, the second division would fall short for a player like him. It's not that he scored too many points or did anything spectacular, but he emerged as a reliable player to whom you could give the ball without problems, knowing he would perform well. A player who knew how to play as a team and, at the same time, knew how to roll up his sleeves to score in one-on-one situations. Many people think that the best way to move from the G League to the NBA is through points, and more points, and it's not like that at all. Those who are the best scorers are already in the NBA. So franchises look for sacrificial players who can contribute from minute 1 with solid defense and team play. Why would they want more points? This way, the Lakers were very clear about promoting him to the first team, and that's what they did in September 2021. They signed him, and finally, in October of that same year, he made his debut in the best league in the world from the bench and scored 8 points, all to the applause of the Staples Center and all his teammates. Now more than 2 years have passed since then, and we can unequivocally say that Reaves has not disappointed us. He has established himself as the best shooting guard for the Lakers by far. Now he is the third sword of the team and one of the main reasons why their collective game is so exciting. Reaves has completely revolutionized Los Angeles, and if I tell you the truth, I love it. In this current season, the man is averaging 15.3 points, 5 assists, 4.5 rebounds, and almost a steal per game in the 29.6 minutes he plays each night. These numbers alone are more than impressive. However, just look at the percentages to realize what kind of player Reaves is. And I'll give you a spoiler, a very efficient one. In addition to all this, we must add that, from what we've seen so far, Austin is a truly clutch player. For now, he has only played in the playoffs last year, but he already proved to be a reliable player. He increased his performance to almost 20 points per game, kept assists and rebounds more or less the same, and best of all, increased his three-point percentage to 46%, one of the best percentages in the entire league. Personally, I think the real turning point that has elevated his career to the next level has been the mid-season tournament. A tournament that, let's be honest, no one cared about. The courts were horrible, my god, but with all the irrelevance it had, it was good for Austin, who even scored 28 points in the finals against Indiana. That's exactly where the magic of Reaves lies. He improves in everything he does. In the regular season, he has improved every year he has played. In the playoffs, he surprises everyone. And just when it seems he has reached his peak, that he can't take his game further, the in-season tournament arrives, and he is the best player in the finals. The guy is a real danger. This is what Austin is capable of doing on the court, but he's one of those players who go beyond the courts. And it's not the typical superstar. We're talking about a guy from Arkansas, and although that may not be noticeable on the court, once he comes out and gives an interview, it's very noticeable. In the United States, there's an expression that serves to define those people from deep America who work in the fields and the most rural areas. That word is a hillbilly, which translated into Spanish would be something like Palitos de Pueblo. Well, Lakers fans, who are mischievous, have nicknamed him Hillbilly Kobe. Well, at the beginning of 2022, TNT asked him what he thought of that nickname, and these were his words: "I understand it's a nickname and it's true. I grew up in Arkansas, on a farm in the middle of nowhere, and it's an honor to be compared to Kobe. But I don't want it to become normal. People from the interior don't deserve to be called that way. We're from a small town, but we're not stupid." Personally, I don't know how anyone can dislike this man. But wait, because in 2023, he renewed with the Lakers for 4 years and $54 million. A lot of money, right? But considering what's happening in the market, he's not inflated at all. In fact, he himself admitted that he had lowered his salary to help the franchise, that he's happy, and that his number one priority is to be happy, and the second, to win in Los Angeles. How can you not love this guy? Alright, we've seen that Reaves is a great player and a very charismatic guy. But what's next? Time passes for everyone, and it's time to evaluate what will become of his career in the future. What can we expect from Reaves in the coming years? Let's see. In my opinion, I think right now he's in the perfect situation on a team. I mean, I believe the role that suits him best is this one, as the third sword. Let the two stars drag the defenders, and he can shine more openly with his superhuman percentages. I don't think he can become the lone star of a team, but as the third sword, he can become super valuable individually. I do believe he can become an all-star someday. In fact, if he ever averages 20 points per game and maintains those percentages, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him there. It's not far-fetched, and if he has a good scoring streak in some year, we can't rule it out at all. I would love that. And well, this is Austin Reaves, guys, a different player. He doesn't go to the press to say nonsense, he doesn't seek the easy applause from people or deny his past. He's a simple, humble guy who, by the circumstances of life, turned out to be really good at playing basketball, with a fresh game and improving every year he plays. Keep an eye on Reaves because this guy is a real threat. And that's it for today's video, guys. Please leave your comments on what you think about the great Austin Reaves. And I have a more difficult task for you. Tell me a player who resembles him even slightly. I've been thinking a bit. He reminds me a bit of CJ McCollum, but at the same time, not because CJ is a scorer with much more volume. Reaves is more about percentages. I've also thought about J.R. Smith, but I don't know, I'm not convinced. Anyway, I hope to hear your opinions in the comments. Now, if you liked it, give it a like, subscribe for more content on NV Diario, and until next time.